Today's lesson is going to focus on two irregular verbs in the preterite. And as you already know, hacer and ir are both irregular in the present tense as well. And very often you will find, as you continue to expand your Spanish horizons, that once a verb is irregular in one place, it's going to be irregular pretty much all the way across the board. So let's get started. The first verb we're going to talk about is the verb hacer. And you probably remember that it is a go verb. Hago, haces, hace, hacemos, hacéis, hacen. And that is in the present tense. Okay, so whereas in the present tense it is to do something or to make something right now, we are going to turn it into the preterite tense, which would mean to have done or to have made. Okay, so I made, I did, etc. So in the yo form, we're going to use the word hice. That A is going to turn into an I. And notice that there's no accent over your E. Hiciste, hizo. Notice the difference with the C changing to a Z here. Hicimos, hicisteis. And just a reminder that if you look at this verb, vosotros form isn't as hard as it looks. It looks really long, like it has this really long ending, but it's actually the to form. And then you just add this little is at the end. So it's not as complicated as it really looks. And the last one we have is hicieron. So you're going to notice that that HA is going to turn to an HI all the way across the board. So let's do a little bit of a practice. So a variation of the preterite form in hacer is often used to ask what somebody did or what somebody made in the past. So quite often this verb is going to actually be answered with a different kind of verb. So if I said to you, what did you do this weekend? You're not usually going to say, I did this. You're typically going to say, I went to the mall, I studied for my class, something like that. So, ¿qué hicimos en clase? What did we do in class? Aprendimos el verbo hacer. We learned the verb hacer. So, aprendimos is a different verb than hacer, right? But you're saying what we did. So, we take aprender and we put that in the preterite tense. Aprendimos. ¿Qué hiciste ayer? What did you do yesterday? Yo estudié para el examen. I studied for the test. ¿Qué hiciste durante las vacaciones? Notice vacaciones in Spanish is plural, always plural, even if it's one vacation. What did you do on vacation? Yo nadé en el océano Atlántico. I swam in the Atlantic Ocean. And our last one, ¿qué hicieron tus padres anoche? What did your parents do last night? Ellos comieron en un restaurante. They ate in a restaurant. So conjugate these sentences in the proper form of hacer. If you'd like to write these down and practice, you're more than welcome to pause the video. I'm going to give you the answers. Go through, make sure if you have any questions that you message me so that I can help answer those. And then if you're not sure why you have the answer that you do and you didn't write down or circle your subjects, here are circles for the subjects so that you have them. And remember, this PowerPoint is also available to you separately so that you can go through it on your own, not just with this video. Okay, so ¿qué hiciste? What did you do? We're going to use the verb estudiar, so take a second and write your sentence. Tell me what you did. ¿Qué hiciste? You can pause the video if you need to. Yo estudié las matemáticas. ¿Qué hicieron tus amigos? Correr is the verb that we're going to use. Pause if you need a second to write your sentence. Ellos corrieron en una carrera. They ran in a race. ¿Qué hizo tu familia para Navidad? What did your family do for Christmas? Abrir regalos. Pause the video if you need to write your sentence. Mi familia abrió regalos. My family opened gifts. Notice if you said we, you would change your conjugation of the verb abrir. Okay. In this case, we're still talking about my family, which makes it my family opened. You're not talking about yourself, and we haven't changed our subject to we. So singular LAO stud form there.